So I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers cover this story that I covered back in January on TikTok, and I've just been loving everyone's coverage of this on YouTube. It is so funny. I love this story so much. But then I realized I never posted this to YouTube, and I thought you guys would really enjoy it because I covered this live on TikTok and Instagram while it was happening. Here are my videos in succession. It was all happening live. I hope you enjoy it. It's a great story. It all starts with one comment left by the CEO of parchmentpaper.com. And when called out on this comment, he decided to double down on that. The person it was directed to thought that this was really strange, so she reached out to the company and wrote them a nice email saying, "Hey, I think your social media account has been hacked," because there's no way that they would be saying these kind of things, or maybe you'd want to know that your social media person is behaving in such a manner, and that wouldn't reflect your company too well. And the CEO of parchmentpaper.com responded and doubled down. From there, he's gone on to threaten defamation lawsuits because she merely posted his exact words and asked the internet, "What's going on?" Because this is so strange. This level of narcissism is so painful to watch because all these wounds are self-inflicted. He is going to tank his company before he's ever willing to look at this as an adult at all. And while you're free to have your own values, which seem to be yelling and threatening people online, other people may not align with those values. Some people may not want to do business with you after seeing what you're like. That's why most people choose to be friendly at their business. You don't have to do that, but when your business suffers, you know why. I mean, let's be honest. Do I have a preference on parchment paper? No, no one really does. You've really cornered the market with parchmentpaper.com. You really didn't have to do anything at all to guarantee yourself success. Except that doing this makes me less likely to want to buy parchment paper from parchmentpaper.com because the owner is an asshole. Because in my opinion, the owner has no self-respect whatsoever. You're not mature enough to run a business. I wouldn't do business with you. In fact, if you were my only parchment paper option, I would just decide that I don't need to write it down. I'll make it an email. Because I would never want to do business with somebody who acts like that. Come on, get it together, man. People are allowed to form opinions of you based on your words and your actions and your behavior. And the fact that you think they can't is something great to bring up to your therapist.
Leave her alone.
Yeah, and then apparently they're a very successful company. So successful that the CEO has nothing better to do with his time. And I cannot believe the CEO of a company that apparently did $1 billion in sales, I couldn't get a lawyer to write this. This is why you don't copy paste ChatGPT without reviewing it first. He didn't put his contact information, and it says cease and desist. Cease. like you're coming to get someone's stuff or like seize the day. But also don't desist as well. Oh, like I said, he's going to dig this hole deeper and deeper. He could genuinely just stop. But he won't. He definitely won't. In fact, if you go to the original poster's page, he signed her up for porn sites. He's so immature and unprofessional, and he's doing this all to his own company.
Brendan Howard, CEO of parchmentpaper.com and Black Label Rolling Company, who claims that his companies are worth over $1 billion, which we are finding out in real time that they're absolutely not, because this man can't even afford a lawyer to write a cease and desist. He wrote a cease and desist, but we got an update on this. It looks like he sent another cease and desist, and this time he fixed his typos. You know, something a lawyer would definitely say in a cease and desist. Remember, he's doing all of this because she simply wrote an email to his company asking if they were aware of what their social media account was doing, because she didn't expect the CEO to be so immature.
No, but this just keeps getting better. Another day, another email. This time you decided to fix the typos. Congratulations. And you also told me you're fixing the typos. Very interesting thing for your legal department to say. But your cease and desist at the bottom, I saw that it said rocketlawyer.com. So of course I had to call them and ask them, is this a real legal document? And they said no immediately. And they said this looks like a phishing scam and you should probably not respond. Anyways, then you decided you're going to start using my work email, which is public, to sign me up for corn sites, for Scientology, but you forgot that those companies will actually send you the IP where the accounts were made from. And it's funny because it's pinging in California, and I'm not in California, so... But I do remember that on Trustpilot, when you had your address up, it was coming up in California. Suspicious, huh?
949 is good old Orange County, California.
This level of narcissism is so painful to watch because all these wounds are self-inflicted. He is going to tank his company before he's ever willing to look at this as an adult at all.
That's right. You try to sell the domain by the end of it. We came to find out that he actually wasn't making $1 billion in sales. He was counting the cannabis that was being rolled in his parchment paper and the profits that those cannabis companies made as his billions in profit, but he didn't make anything. What he actually does is he flips domains. He's done this a lot. Just imagine if you're in the parchment paper business and you get parchmentpaper.com, you're kind of ahead of everyone, right? Because like who's got like a list of competitive parchment paper companies that they like to frequent at? No, if you got parchmentpaper.com, just fucking make parchment paper. You're gonna make money. It's simple as that. So he had a gold mine that he just tanked. Like he's trying to sell it for $500,000. It's not worth anything after what he's done to it. So he's basically now, if you want the update on it, he's basically moved on to his other company, Black Paper Rolling Company, and just totally focusing on, joints, the joint business. We'll see how long that lasts until like one day, he sees just like a girl walking in the park and it just triggers him and he goes off about it. Brandon Howard, you'll forever always be in your own way.